reacting to a Saga the Youngin video. My one coworker the other day told me to like be more happy and cheery in my videos, or I don't look so depressed. So, but the thing is, like, I'm not one to smile a lot, and I'm not one to like be like so into the video unless it's like really scary and stuff like that. But like usually I'm not like so like hyped, and I'm not so like interested in stuff. But if I do sound that way, it's just because that's the way I am. Like, I'm not like mad that I'm doing videos or anything. Like, it's like she told me it's as if like I'm like waiting to go to work, or like during a video I'm thinking, oh crap, I have to go to work in an hour. Like, I might be thinking about that, but that's not why I'm not smiling or anything. It's just like the way I am. So if I ever seem like I'm not like into it or whatever, then I am. I'm just not. Like, even now I'm trying to be like more hyped or more sound more interested. Like, not that I'm not, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to like seem more interested, because apparently I'm not, or I don't seem like I am. So this video is going to be called Black Market of Fast Food. So I work in fast food, so I'm really curious what he'll say in this video. It's about 14 minutes long, so it's kind of lengthy, but I haven't seen a Saga video in a long time. So this ought to be fun. Let's go, guys.
So back when I was around the age that you could first start to get hired for a job, myself, a lot of friends, and people I knew's first job would be at fast food restaurants, right?
Me.
So I ended up knowing a lot of different people working at different fast food spots around the city. And this opened up a whole new world when it came to getting food from fast food places. Because a lot of the time, if you knew somebody who worked at the place, they'd slide you a discount, maybe even hook it up with some free food.
Yeah,
I used to work at this chicken restaurant in the back in the kitchen, and I know people were constantly asking me to hook them up with free food. That restaurant really only sold chicken fingers, fries, and toast, so I would be fine with giving people that I knew extra food for free, and it was pretty easy to do so as long as the managers didn't get on my case about it, because if you're gonna give away food, the manager has gotta be okay with it, because if they're not and they catch you doing it, then you're ready to be fired. I mean, I had some managers that could not care less if you gave away free food, and then there were others that if they started giving someone a singular extra fry on their order, they lose their mind, act like you committed a felony. And I worked with both of those types of managers and everybody in between. For example, I once had a manager that let us give a customer this massive pan of 50, as in 50, chicken fingers away completely for free just because we had that much extra food sitting around. And apparently that was okay, but on the flip side, I had another manager that saw one of my coworkers take 2 pieces of chicken for himself to eat on his break, also because we had extra food sitting around, and he fired him for that because it wasn't company policy.
Oh like, seriously,
the spectrum of to what extent the managers cared about this was unbelievable. So as long as I knew one of the chill managers was working the shift with me, I'd be able to hook people up with food left and right, no problem. And then those people would return the favor at whatever place they worked at. It was a win-win for everybody. That chicken restaurant also wasted enormous amounts of food because of how insanely picky they were about food quality. If stuff sat out for even a few minutes after it was made, we were required to just throw it straight to the garbage. Like, I'm talking about pounds on pounds of food getting wasted every day, every hour. So especially if I knew it was just going to end up in the garbage, I would sometimes end up giving it away for free, even to just random people who happened to be there at the time. I remember one night, one of the cooks, I don't know what type of feed the entire world mission he was on that night, but he made the biggest batch of chicken, and we had like 2 customers to feed. So me knowing that most of this mountain of extra food is about to get tossed straight to the garbage, instead of that, everybody that came in for the next little bit was about to get hooked up with some extra food on their orders. I mean, I know how I feel when I order an 8-piece nugget at Chick-fil-A or something, and when I open the box I find out they gave me 10 instead. So you know I'm about to use all this soon-to-be wasted food to make some people's days better also. So anyways, because fast food was such a common first job, eventually I started developing this network of people that I knew working at fast food joints across the city, so it would be fast food hookups on the regular. And it'd be mutual hookups too. Like, I'll come by today, you get me with a free burger. You come by tomorrow, I'll get you with some free chicken fingers. Like I said, it was a win-win. And usually, these exchanges would go pretty well. For example, I had this friend that worked at a Dunkin' Donuts, and he used to come by for chicken all the time, and he said to come by his Dunkin' one day, he'll give me some free food and drinks. So I go in one afternoon, and he said just order the cheapest thing on the menu, and I got you with the hookup. So I walk in, order some random $2 drink, and then this man started shoveling like the entire stock of donuts, bagels, muffins, all types of everything into this giant bag. I'm like, chill, you don't gotta clear out the whole Dunkin'. I'm just one man. I ended up having this giant bag full of random baked goods from Dunkin' Donuts just sitting at my house for like 2 weeks after that. But then other times, not so much. It wouldn't end up going so well. So I knew this guy that worked at a sandwich shop right by school. He's like, yeah, come by after school one day. I'll get you a discounted sandwich, get you a cheap meal. Everybody's always down for a cheap meal, right? So a couple of friends and I planned to stop by there one day after school. Now, I ended up not being able to go because I had to be somewhere else. So the two of them went without me, which kind of sucked. I felt like I was missing out on a steal. But apparently, it ended up being a huge disappointment anyways. Because the way he made it sound, he was going to hook us up with like maybe 50% off. But from what they told me, they pulled up and ended up getting a grand total of a 3% discount.
Oh my
so
god,
after a $20
wow.
order, they saved a whopping 60 cents. Like, bro, how you gonna promise to hook your homies up and then it's a 3% discount? And I guess what happened was our friend's manager got heated when he found out he was trying to give out like 50% off, which caused them to get into this whole argument over it right there, going back and forth about the discount, because he was trying to be a homie and get them a cheap meal. The two of them are just standing there watching them argue, hoping he doesn't get fired for this. Like, yo, it's okay, this isn't worth your job, we can just pay. But the manager ended up allowing only 3% off.
Oh my God.
Okay, Mr. Krabs. Not sure how 3% was decided, but that's what they got. And I guess
so
he was even against them.
Went out 5, 10,
like he's
3.
watching 3% get taken off the order total with pain in his eyes, like...
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
So, in hindsight, honestly kind of glad I missed out on that one. A verbal fight and 30 cents saved? Nah, that's a pass for me. But the most disappointing time of these types of experiences had to have been involving Arby's. There was this one guy I knew that worked at an Arby's, and I had never eaten Arby's in my life up until this point. I had only ever been inside of an Arby's once, and that was when I filled out a job application one time in there. Obviously, they never hired me.
I don't even know if there's any in Canada.
There was nobody in there when I got there, and nobody walked in the entire time it took me to fill it out. It was dead in there. So I'm already not sensing a whole lot of hype around Arby's. But the guy I knew that worked there, this man would be taping for Arby's mad hard. Like, he would literally walk into school, making it rain Arby's coupons, hyping them up and everything. Talking about Arby's the most underrated, most underappreciated fast food restaurant. Like, are we talking about the same Arby's here? So I'm asking him how much business you guys get. You guys get a lot of customers over there? Because I swear, I have never seen more than like 2 cars in that Arby's parking lot. But you never know, it could have just been that location. He's like, well, define lots of customers. I mean, you know, we get a good lunch rush around 1 p.m., 2 p.m. We'll get like 10 senior citizens that show up within an hour of each other. And I gotta be honest, Arby's just didn't sound like the move to me.
An hour of each other, so what?
Maybe there was a reason I never really heard of too many people going there on a regular basis.
Ew.
But he'd always be defending Arby's, right? He'd be like, nah, trust me, it's not as bad as you think. Just because we're not constantly packed like some places doesn't mean our food is trash. We're just like a hidden gem. Hidden gem? I mean, my impression of Arby's was just slabs of meat that were slapped onto bread. As far as I knew, they just offered a wide selection of beige-colored foods. I don't know about no hidden gem. I've heard people clown on Arby's all the time before, and I'm not gonna lie, it did not look particularly appetizing either. Like, what is this, Arby's? Looks like you guys fried up some roadkill and made a sandwich out of it. So I have my doubts, but looks can be deceiving, and I was low-key kind of curious and willing to at least give them a chance. So he's like, hey, how about one night when we're both working, we'll come by on each other's breaks and hook it up for each other with a free meal. He said Arby's has this French dip thing that I just gotta try, and he'd be able to get me a couple of them. So I'm like, bet, sounds like a plan. So he comes through one night, I get him his meal, he goes back to Arby's, but when I get on my break, right before I was about to go drive over there, he calls me and he's like, hey, abort. They got me cleaning dishes all night. I'm gonna have to get you those French dips tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. I'll just come by later then. And he's like, yeah, my bad, but I'm gonna make it up to you, don't worry. And then he mentioned that there was this one place where they kept all their coupons and promotions, just this giant coupon stash, and he was gonna try and finesse the entire thing so that the next day we could use them to just get a bunch of free food.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you don't think they'll find it suspicious that the day after their coupon stash goes missing, one of their employees shows up trying to use hella coupons? He's like, nah, it'll be fine. Look, I'll get the coupons and we'll use them to get like every item on the menu. We're about to have ourselves a whole Arby's buffet.
Yeah, okay.
So I gotta admit, I was kind of pumped for this plan.
Good luck.
I was actually a little bit excited to try Arby's. I mean, it sounded like we were about to be eating an entire Arby's banquet, about to be sampling every item off the menu after he finessed this coupon stash. So the next day at school, I see him in the computer lab. He's like, you ready for this Arby's run later? I'm like, yeah, you got the coupons? And he's like, so about that, I couldn't get to them because my managers were standing right next to them the entire night. But then he's like, but don't worry, I got a backup plan that's even better than the original. And then he hops on a school computer, goes to Google Images, and searches Arby's coupons. And he starts printing off Arby's coupons that he just found online from Google Images. So this was his backup plan, as he put it. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I mean, I don't know how strict Arby's coupon policy is. Not sure if Google image coupons are acceptable. And now that I think about it, we didn't even cut the coupons out. We just kind of ripped them out from the printer paper. But he reassures me, he's like, nah, don't worry. I'm cool with all the workers there. I'm employed there. They'll let it fly. I'm like, bro, what you mean? This one expired like 6 years ago. But I'm just going along with the flow at this point and hoping that it works out. And if you're thinking, really, all this, you're going through all of this just to get some free Arby's, but you gotta remember, your boy had like $12 in his bank account back then. I can't be spending 75% of my net worth on some roast beef. And it only gets worse from here, to be honest.
That's fair.
So school ended, and we were just about to drive to Arby's and
That's
follow through with
2009?
Google image
Jesus.
that we ripped out of printer paper. And he's like, hold up, change of plans again. We need to make a quick detour. There's gonna be some more people coming with us. We gotta go pick them up at my house first real quick. So we hop in his truck, which was like this really old, pretty small, 2-person truck with 2 people already in it, but to go pick up more people. I'm thinking like maybe one more person is gonna come along.
No, they're gonna send a trunk, aren't they?
Nah, we get to his house. Turns out we gotta pack 3 more people into this truck. So now we're taking 5 people on this Arby's mission. They're all hyped. They're like, hey, I heard we're getting free Arby's.
Yeah,
so now whatever food we were going to get is about to get split between an additional 3 people. So at this point, I'm like, yo, Arby's, you better have the best fast food I ever tasted. Because it's been a full expedition so far.
Right?
A whole excursion. A story with a beginning, middle, and end just to get some roast beef. And we still don't even know if these coupons are actually going to work. But he just keeps saying to trust him. He's going to be able to hook it up for us because he's cool with everybody that works there.
Yeah,
and he knows they'll slide him food in exchange for the fake coupons. That is, except for this one girl he mentioned named Kristen. I guess this Kristen girl just really didn't like him and didn't get along with him for whatever reason. So he explained
that one coworker usually
could take our order and we'd be good. So he's explaining all of this on the way over as we're all like smushed up against each other, packed 5 deep in this truck. I'm pressed up against the window, getting cramps, trying to find spare air to breathe. And he knew this Kristen girl usually worked the front counter, so just in case she happened to be working right now, we pulled into the drive-thru. So there we were. This was the moment I've been waiting for almost a full 24 hours at this point. Finally about to secure the Arby's bag. And of course, I hear the voice over the speaker go, welcome to Arby's, this is Kristen, how may I help you? I'm like, oh, of course. Fits right into how this whole thing has been going so far. He's like, hey Kristen, it's me. And she immediately recognizes him from his voice and from his car, cuts him off, and just starts yelling at him through the speaker about how you shouldn't have just come through the drive-thru because now he's holding up the line, the service times are gonna get messed up, and just starts chewing him out over the drive-thru speaker. So already off to a great start. There's like 3 cars piling up behind us while she's yelling at him, which I think was literally the most amount of cars I've ever seen at that Arby's ever. And when we pull up to the window, first of all, the look on her face of pure anger, and then confusion when she realized how many people are stuffed into his car, probably wondering what is going on here. And then back to anger, she's like, yeah, so since you want to come here and ruin our drive-thru times on a day you don't even work, don't even think about asking for free food. If you want food, you can pay full price just like everybody else.
Oh, shit.
And at this point, I thought it was mission failed. We'll get him next time because this girl was not happy right now. She was not having it. And then this man still handed her the Google image coupons.
Oh my God.
She just kind of looked at them, went through them a little bit, and was like, what the hell are these? He's like, I know, but come on, Kristen. I've been coming in for a lot of extra shifts lately, helping out around the restaurant a lot. I mean, come on, you can help me out just a little bit here. And they basically argued back and forth for a little bit, and she eventually gave us a bag of sandwiches, a lot less than all the coupons were for, but still certainly nothing to complain about, especially because, surprisingly, I think she pretty much ended up giving most of the food to him for free, probably just to get rid of us, but we finally got the Arby's. Not quite the massive banquet it was being made out to be in the beginning, but I mean, still better than I thought we were gonna get when Kristen first started flaming us over the drive-thru speaker. Not gonna lie, this French dip sandwich he was hyping up, I'd give a generous 5 out of 10. It wasn't terrible, but definitely wasn't worth all the hoops and hurdles we had to go through just to get it. At least it was free though, but I mean, honestly, at that point, I should have just taken the 75% hit to my net worth and just bought it for full price myself. Alright, that's all for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I promise that the next video, I'll have it out in a way shorter time than it took me to do this one.
Yeah,
I also wanted to mention that I added masks to the merch store, so if you need one or need a new one or whatever, definitely go check that out. And thanks for all the support as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, that was a good video. So it's been a while since I've done YouTube videos, so like it's kind of new for me right now. I'm just kind of like, wow, yeah, I actually did a video for once. And just because it's been days since I've done one, probably a week or so, just wow. But that was honestly a really good video. So me, I work in fast food as well, right guys? So like, I don't give anybody free food, nor do I give anybody a discount that doesn't deserve a discount, or that I can't give one too, because like, obviously I don't want to get fired, and like, obviously the last thing I want to do is get fired. Especially because like, I get pretty damn good hours, you know. It's not bad, it's pretty good, like, it's busy, obviously, it's a fast food place, and I'm not gonna say which one just for privacy reasons, but it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty busy. Probably as busy as McDonald's, but it's not McDonald's, I'll tell you that right now. It's not McDonald's, but it's definitely busy. And maybe as busy or busier, so I'm sorry about that, but no, I do not give any free food to anybody. Even if I want to, I can't, I'll get in shit, and then I'll probably get fired, and that's the last thing I need. And I don't want to lose a job right now, so I want to have a job, so. You know, I mean, YouTube is not really a job, so I mean, well, to me at least, I mean, if you guys do YouTube for a job, that's fine, but, you know, I don't consider it a job, so that's just me. So, that's gonna be that. So I'll let you guys, I don't know what I'm going, I don't know, so I was gonna say there, but I'll let you guys go now. That's what I was gonna say. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, be sure to like this video, and be sure to comment down below any more suggestions you may have. And comment down below, am I too depressed in my videos? Because in this one I try to be a little bit more cheery. I don't know if it worked or not, because I don't really do smiling. I'm not like those type of people that are like, what's up guys, I'm gonna react to this, and it's like, I'm not that type of person, as you guys can see. I would feel like really awkward doing that, and I'd probably just start laughing just because I feel like really so weird about it. So that's gonna be it for this video though. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out. I talk too much, bro.